Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me carefully. If you're sitting there waiting for life to give you a break, if you're hoping for someone to hand you an opportunity or make things easier for you, then you are wasting your time. Life doesn't work like that. The reality is this: you have to embrace your strength. Life will challenge you, it will test you, it will test you, it will knock you down, and it won't apologize for doing it. But here's the thing: you are stronger than you think. You have the power within you to overcome anything that comes your way. Strength is not something that's given to you, it's something you build through hardship, through failure, through struggle. Understand this: pain is part of the process. If you're not experiencing pain, you're not growing. The best version of yourself is not sitting back in comfort, it's in the middle of the grind, in the face of adversity, and in the moments when you feel like you can't take another step. You will encounter obstacles, you will fall. But that's where the magic happens. The pain you feel today is shaping the person you'll become tomorrow. Stop avoiding it, stop running from it, because it's the pain that makes you who you need to be. Now let's talk about the past. You cannot move forward if you're still holding on to yesterday. The past is a prison. It's full of regret, mistakes, disappointments, and if you're not careful, it will keep you chained to a life you no longer want to live. Let it go. The longer you hold on to the past, the longer you delay your future. You cannot change it, so stop letting it control you. Learn from it, but do not let it define you. Move on. The best way to honor the past is to use it as fuel to propel you forward into a brighter, stronger, and better future. Next, I need you to hear me loud and clear. Commit to moving forward. I don't care what's happened to you. I don't care what you're going through. The world doesn't care about your problems. No one's going to feel sorry for you. And no one's going to wait for you to get it together. You have to decide to move forward, regardless of the circumstances. Success doesn't come from waiting for things to be perfect. It comes from taking action today. It comes from the steps you take now, even when the road seems long and the obstacles seem insurmountable. The key to success is not about having the perfect plan. It's about starting, it's about showing up every day, and most importantly, it's about never stopping. So today I want you to make a decision. I want you to make the decision that no matter what happens, no matter how tough it gets, you will be strong and move on. Don't look back. Don't dwell on the past, and don't let anyone or anything stop you from reaching your goals. Move forward with power, with purpose, and with unwavering commitment. This is your time. Take it. You've got a strength within you that you haven't even begun to tap into yet. People talk about strength like it's something you're either born with or something that just magically appears when you need it. But that's not true. Strength isn't a gift, it's built. You build it through the battles, the storms, the sleepless nights, and the tough decisions. You build it every time you get knocked down and choose to get back up, even when you don't feel like it. That's where your true strength lies, in your ability to keep going when the world tells you to stop. In your decision to rise again every time you're knocked down. We've all heard the phrase, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." That's not just a saying, that's the reality. You see, strength is forged in fire. It's in the hardship, the pain, and the struggle that you discover who you really are. It's easy to be strong when everything's going well. But the real measure of your strength is what you do when things fall apart, when life throws you curveballs, when nothing seems to be going your way. Real strength is when you find the courage to keep going, even when you don't have all the answers. It's when you walk into the storm knowing it's tough, but you step forward anyway because you know you're capable of handling it. You've been through trials, you've been through things that would break other people, but here you are still standing. That's strength, that's the strength you have. It's not the muscle in your body or the power in your hands, it's the will to keep moving forward, even when life tries to knock you down. It's the strength to fight for your dreams, for your goals, and for what you believe in, even when it feels like the whole world is against you. You need to understand something important. You are never as weak as you think you are. You might feel exhausted, discouraged, or lost. But inside of you, there is a well of strength that you haven't even touched yet. When you embrace that strength, when you choose to rely on it instead of your fears or doubts, you unlock a power that can move mountains. You are not a victim to your circumstances. You are stronger than your circumstances. The challenges you face are there to shape you, to push you beyond what you thought was possible. Strength doesn't always mean being loud. It doesn't always mean being the most visible person in the room. Strength is quiet sometimes. Strength is in the grit, the determination, and the resolve to keep moving forward no matter what. It's in the moments when no one's watching, when no one knows the fight you're putting up, but you know. You know that every step you take is a step toward a better future. That's where your strength is born. That's where it's nurtured. And that's where it grows. When you embrace your strength, you stop being afraid of the challenges ahead. You stop letting fear dictate your decisions. You stop letting self-doubt rob you of your dreams. You take charge. You take control. You own your power, and you refuse to let anyone or anything take it from you. You become the person who sees opportunity in adversity, the one who turns every setback into a comeback, and the one who refuses to be defined by the past. There's nothing more powerful than someone who knows their own strength. When you fully embrace your strength, you stop asking for permission. You stop waiting for the right time. You stop playing small. You go after what you want with everything you've got, because you know that there is nothing that can hold you back once you tap into the power inside you. It's time to embrace your strength and stop doubting what you're capable of. Because once you do, nothing can stop you. Pain, it's something no one wants to deal with, but something every one of us will face. No one escapes it. It doesn't matter how successful you are, how much wealth you have, or how high your status in life is. Pain finds a way to touch every single person. The question is not whether you will face pain, but how you will handle it. You see, pain is not just something to be avoided or feared. It's a powerful tool that can shape you, mold you, and push you to a higher level of greatness. Pain is, in fact, a necessary part of growth. When you're going through something difficult, it feels like the world is against you. It feels like everything is falling apart, like there's no way out. But here's the truth: pain is the doorway to transformation. Without pain, there's no progress. Without hardship, there's no evolution. Think about the last time you were pushed to your limits, when you thought you couldn't take another step, when the pressure felt unbearable. That moment was your opportunity. That moment was the chance to become someone new, someone stronger, someone more resilient. Pain has a way of breaking down the things that don't serve you, of shaking off the old and making room for the new. Understand, this growth doesn't happen in comfort. It doesn't happen when everything is smooth, easy, and predictable. Growth happens when you're stretched beyond your limits, when you face adversity head on, and when you push through the obstacles that seem insurmountable. Growth happens when you refuse to stay down, when you decide that no matter how tough things get, you will keep moving forward. You see, the discomfort you feel is actually the birth of something greater inside you. It's the discomfort of shedding the old skin to reveal a stronger, more powerful version of yourself. But here's where most people miss it. They try to avoid pain. They run from it. They look for ways to numb the hurt, to take the easy route, to make the discomfort go away. And in doing so, they miss out on the very thing that could elevate them. Your pain is not your enemy. It is your ally. It is your mentor. It is the hammer that shapes the sculpture of your future. It's the fire that refines you, making you stronger, wiser, and more capable than you were before. So stop running from it. Stop resisting it. Embrace it. Learn from it. Let it teach you what you need to know. When you accept pain as part of the process, you stop seeing it as a punishment and start seeing it as a lesson. Every difficulty you face is an opportunity to become more than you were before. Every failure is a chance to grow, to adjust, and to rise higher. The reality is, the higher you go, the greater the challenges, but also the stronger you become. You can't become who you were meant to be without facing the very things you fear, the very things that make you uncomfortable, the very things that push you to your limits. It's through these struggles that you discover your true strength, your true power, and your true potential. So I challenge you today, stop running from your pain. Stop seeing it as something negative, as something to avoid. Instead, face it head on. Understand that it's a sign that you are growing, that you are evolving. It's the evidence that you are pushing yourself beyond your limits. And in the end, when you come out on the other side, you'll be stronger, wiser, and ready for the next level of your journey. Pain is a part of the process. Embrace it and let it take you to the greatness that lies just on the other side. Let me be crystal clear, the past is a weight that will hold you back if you allow it to. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday, last year, or even 10 years ago. If you want to move forward, if you want to step into the greatness that awaits you, you must let go of the past. I know this isn't easy. I know there are things that have happened in your life that still linger in your mind, things that hurt, things that scarred you, things you think about when you lie awake at night. But you can't move forward if you're still holding on to things that are dead and gone. The past is over. The person who you were yesterday is no longer you. The mistakes you made, the people who hurt you, the opportunities you missed, they are all behind you. They are not who you are today. If you keep dragging them with you, you will never be able to experience the new things, the new opportunities, and the new victories that are waiting for you. You see, holding on to the past is like trying to drive a car while looking in the rearview mirror. It doesn't matter how fast you go or how much potential the road ahead holds. If you keep looking backwards, you will crash. You will never get to your destination. The road ahead is clear, but only if you focus on it. The moment you decide to look forward, the moment you release the grip you have on yesterday, you open yourself up to new possibilities. And let's be real, the past will try to haunt you. It will whisper in your ear, telling you that you're not good enough, that you'll never be able to overcome what happened, that you'll always be the same person you once were. But those are lies. The past does not define you. And it does not have the power to dictate your future unless you give it that power. You must take that power back. Every day you carry the weight of your past, you are giving it power over your present. And if you continue to let it control you, you will never be able to step into the future you deserve. So I'm telling you now, it's time to forgive. Not for them, not for what they did, but for you. Forgiveness is not about the other person, it's about freeing yourself. It's about releasing the chains that the past has wrapped around you. When you forgive, you're not saying what happened was okay. You're not saying you were wronged and it doesn't matter. What you're saying is, I am no longer willing to be a prisoner of this pain. I am no longer willing to let this hold me back from my future. You are taking your power back, and that is something only you can do. There is so much waiting for you in the future, so much that is beyond what you can even imagine right now. But you can't reach it if you're still holding on to the past. You can't keep letting the failures, the heartaches, the disappointments of the past cloud your vision for the future. The best is yet to come, but only if you choose to release the past. Letting go of the past means you stop living in what could have been. You stop wishing for a different reality and you start creating the reality you want. You take full responsibility for your present and your future. And you understand that you have the power to write the next chapter of your life. You can't change what's behind you, but you can create something completely new ahead of you. Let go of the guilt, the shame, the regret, and the anger. Stop letting them weigh you down. Step into your freedom. You are not defined by your past mistakes or failures. You are defined by your ability to rise, to move forward, and to create a new future. And that future starts the moment you decide to let go of the past. If you want to achieve greatness, if you want to break through the barriers that have held you back, then you need to commit to forward movement. It's as simple as that. No matter where you're starting from, no matter how hard the road ahead seems, the one thing that will guarantee your success is your willingness to keep moving forward, no matter what. Too many people get caught up in the idea of waiting for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, the ideal circumstances, but the truth is the perfect time never comes. It never will. If you keep waiting for everything to fall into place, you'll be waiting forever. You see, the difference between the people who succeed and those who don't is the people who succeed are committed to moving forward no matter the conditions. They don't wait for the storm to pass. They march forward through the storm knowing that the only way to get to the other side is by continuing to move. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. Every move you make in the direction of your goal is progress. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to know exactly how everything will unfold, but you have to move. So many of you right now are stuck. You're frozen in fear, paralyzed by doubt, wondering if you can really make it, questioning whether you have what it takes. And that's normal. It's human to feel uncertain. It's human to feel afraid, but it's also human to choose action over hesitation. The best opportunities are not the ones you wait for, they're the ones you create by moving forward. Momentum is built by motion, not hesitation. The longer you stay still, the harder it gets to get going. But once you start moving, even if you're moving slowly, things begin to change. The universe begins to align itself with your effort. People start to notice. Opportunities start to unfold. You cannot afford to wait for someone else to push you, to motivate you, or to show you the way. The only person responsible for moving you forward is you. There's no magic formula for success. There's no secret ingredient that others have and you don't. It's all about the decision to keep moving. It's about the persistence, the discipline, and the belief that if you keep moving forward, you will eventually reach your destination. There will be obstacles, there always are. You will face challenges that will try to stop you in your tracks. But those obstacles are not there to defeat you, they're there to test your commitment. They're there to see if you're serious about your goals, your dreams, your vision. When you face adversity, you can choose to quit, to turn back, or to get discouraged. But let me tell you this, you are stronger than your obstacles. You are more capable than the challenges that lie ahead of you. And if you keep moving forward, you will find a way through them. Obstacles are simply stepping stones, building your foundation for something greater. You have to commit. You have to make the decision that quitting is not an option. You can't just talk about moving forward. You have to act. You have to do. You have to take the first step, then the next, and the next after that. The path won't always be clear. The journey won't always be easy. But as long as you are moving, you are winning. Don't get stuck in perfectionism or worry about what others think. Don't waste time wondering if you're good enough or if it's too late. It's never too late. You are capable, you are qualified, and now it's time to put in the work, step by step, one movement at a time. What's on the other side of your movement is far greater than the comfort you're sacrificing now. The growth, the success, the peace of mind is all ahead of you. But only if you make the decision to keep moving forward, no matter what. Because life doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your doubts. It's indifferent to your fears. What life cares about is action. It cares about progress. It cares about people who get up, dust themselves off, and keep going when everyone else stops. So commit today. Commit to forward movement. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for validation. Don't wait for circumstances to be perfect. Move forward because that's where your destiny lies. And with each step you take, you get closer to everything you've ever dreamed of. You will reach that next level. You will become the person you were always meant to be if only you choose to keep moving. Don't stop. In the end, the only thing that truly matters is your willingness to keep moving forward. Every step you take, no matter how difficult, is one step closer to your breakthrough. Don't wait for things to fall into place. Make them fall into place through action. Your dreams, your goals, your success are all within reach, but they're only achievable if you refuse to stop. You are stronger than any obstacle, and your commitment to movement will carry you through the toughest of times. So take that first step, and then the next, and keep pushing forward, because the life you desire is on the other side of your commitment to move. And remember, if you keep moving, you will always be winning.